Hello, my name is Karen Benjamin and I'm from Playway Partnerships at the University of Gloucestershire. With my colleague Kelly, I'm going to demonstrate a risk-benefit assessment. Here's my scales, and on one end is a bucket labelled benefits and on the other is a bucket labelled risk. We're going to do a risk-benefit assessment on a children's play opportunity. Let's take climbing a tree. Most children like to climb trees, and often a risk assessment done on climbing trees prevents children from climbing them. Let's consider first what risks there are when children climb trees. Firstly, they may fall. A serious fall may break an arm or a leg. A serious fall may cause a head injury or concussion. When children climb trees, they may graze an arm or a leg or a knee or get a splinter. We also need to consider the tree. What if a branch breaks? What if the tree's dead and unstable? What if a child gets poked in the eye? Or they may get stuck up the tree and get scared and frightened. If we consider the risks of children climbing trees and look at our scales, the risks weigh heavily, and therefore, in most cases, it would be considered far too dangerous for children to climb trees. However, let's consider the benefits of children climbing trees. What do they get out of it? Firstly, they're using a lot of physical strength, particularly upper body strength, which isn't used in lots of other things. As they climb, they're using their coordination and testing out the strength of the trees, making decisions and judgments for themselves. They begin to risk assess and keep themselves safe. When you're in close contact with a tree, you learn about a tree. You're touching the bark, feeling the leaves, knowing how much strength you can give to break off a twig. When they get up there, there's a sense of achievement. They're proud of what they've done, and the world looks different up there. They get a much wider viewpoint, which is important to a child who's often quite small compared to everybody else. What you can begin to see as children are climbing trees is they're actually getting a lot out of it. And when the benefits start to outweigh the risks, and we consider what they might be getting out of it, we then need to look at how we support children climbing trees. Otherwise, all these wonderful benefits are not going to be found elsewhere. So we may need to risk assess the tree. Is it a safe tree for them to climb? We may need to consider, has this child climbed before? Do they know what they're doing? Do they need a bit of support or encouragement in order to support them to climb a tree and get the benefits? We call this a risk-benefit assessment in order to support children's play opportunities.